Thank you so much. If you would allow me, Program Director, to stand under the established protocol and say all protocol observed. It is a privilege for me, coming from an institution that really plays a key role in developing a pipeline, either of leaders or young workers and even entrepreneurs, to be invited to an institution as AGM, and also not only to be invited to talk, but to really start showing that we deliver when we are called to come upon to assist. I think for me, the key thing as TETA has been, it has been tragic to see that when we ask for candidacy programs and applications, we would only find from the maritime industry. We have not really received applications for candidacy programs that we could fund to whatever limited degree that we can from the engineering subsector at all, in all the modes of transport. And when 1 year we had to find ways to report to our executing authority why we're not meeting targets, we rather made do with what we could do, and we found an industry that is really not doing candidacy, claiming to do candidacy, using learnerships in the forwarding and clearing space, which was a tragic thing to see, knowing that the role that the institutions that are called sector education and training institution are to ensure that we drive transformation imperatives. But let me just really share with you that from TETA's side, beyond what we have funded you, we would like you to partner with us. We've got 60 adopted schools across the length and breadth of South Africa. We've chosen schools that are no fee paying schools, schools that are in rural areas, and we have seen that if we leave the Department of Basic Education alone and regard that all the problems that are there, they will solve alone, we would not be doing the transport sector any good. So in order to produce and hopefully try to drive young kids at an early age, as the president has said, you can't get them once they've gone to grade 10. If they are going to make subject choices and they're going to make not maths lit, but they're going to go and do pure maths, and they're going to do science and even do engineering, they have to be caught early, and they have to be caught when they are doing grade 8. So as an institution, we decided in 2012 to go to the Department of Basic Education and say to them, please identify to us schools that have a potential to improve, that you would like to assist, and let's help you in whatever limited way that we can to get these kids to hopefully choose transport as a choice and as a career. And our adoption then starts at grade 8 up until grade 12. We regard a school as not only comprising learners, but we know that also the teachers and also the school governing body and the leadership at that school. So our program that has been running for the past 12 years is to support teachers with maths and science enrichment programs. And we've been doing it exclusively with TETA funding. And we then go and assist the young kids with maths and science. And in some instances, we would get to the schools and find they don't have laboratories. So we would then get them mobile laboratories as far as we can. And we then go to the principals and also the school governing bodies and assist those sort of like with leadership. We believe that everything rises and falls on leadership. But I must say that when you go to the schools, you'll find that unless TETA comes on board, other parties don't come. And I'm just saying, join us in this 60 schools. One, with giving these young boys and girls an opportunity to relate to a real engineer and know what that means, and also make a choice before they really make subject choices. You can take them during school holidays into your companies. They can be exposed and we can work together to fund them. But not only the students that we adopt, let's not forget the TVET colleges. You know, TVET college lecturers are supposed to teach things theoretically. Some of them have never been exposed to the transport sector at all. And we're always seeking ways in which we can take TVET lecturers to workplaces in order for them to really not just become theoretical as they always do. Because unless we give the technical and vocational exposure that they need, we'll continue to not produce the numbers and your figures will not change. Your 20% of black people are not going to change unless you really take a concerted effort. Beyond those that are already adopted, we also have students that we fund that are university students, some of them are doing engineering. We are looking for workplaces for this and mentors for this engineers and workplaces that would have to assist them so that if they need workplace experience, they can be exposed to those. I think we can go beyond the program we are funding and really just broaden the scope to address the problems that you have all identified. I think for us, coming today and responding to your request to partner with you, we regarded it as something that really is close to our vision as an institution because we believe you can only support and empower the next generation of young professionals in the transport sector by working with those that have gone ahead of them and those that have got experience. Our goal, therefore, is a simple goal, but it is a profound goal. We want to bridge the gap between theory and between practice. We also want to bridge the gap between those students that when matric results are published, we get excited, they got distinctions, but we all know that when you get to university, you can get lost in the freedom at university. Nobody's holding your hand. You are now on your own. And I do believe that those that we even lose after they've gotten good results in the first year, in the second year at university, are the ones that we shouldn't lose if we work together. It's even worse that kids that started grade 1 up until grade 12, we lose a lot of them along the way. But the ones that make it to grade 12, we lose them when they get to university. Worse, after university, we lose them when they can't get jobs and they end up doing different things than what they really have a passion for. So because we see that we can't do that alone, we're always seeking to work with other partners, and we are very glad that the National Society of Black Engineers has come forward to strike a partnership with us. We believe that at the heart of this collaboration, the plan is to have a comprehensive 3-year program, which will be targeting final year university and TVET engineering students, and it is designed so that they can then be given support as they prepare to get into the transport sector. We believe that if we do it with you and many others that are out there, it will go a long way to make a difference. And maybe what the president was saying and what the CEO of EXA was saying would be something that in the past 5 years we'll look back and say, but we're no longer facing that. We're now facing a new problem because we now have more people than maybe what we had planned to do. So we believe that if we do this program together with you, we'll address the critical skills shortage in our sector. We will promote innovation through diverse perspectives, but we'll also have role models for the next generation of Black engineers and strengthen the socio-economy of our communities. It always frustrates me when we look for partners and we look for experts. Let's suppose there's a new engineering occupation that is emerging in hydrogen. We are expected to come up with the ideas. We're not the experts. It amazes me how much people don't regard skills development as the pillar for development in this country. It is something that is given to people in HR. Let them figure it out. When we ask for people to come through, to assist us to define the new program content, learning program content for new occupations, we don't get the response that we are supposed to get. Then the ones that we believe are the experts define what works for them. And then when the occupation has been defined and the program has been delivered and the curriculum is there, then we are told there is a skills mismatch. We are told this is not what the industry needs. And I'm like, who has the answer as to what the industry needs? I have found that the problem lies with what the president said. If we sit in our little corners and we don't come forward and we don't get the courage to say, I'm going to stand for the sake of generations that are coming, you will find those that have found the way to work around skills development claim to be experts when they are not. And then they define the wrong curriculum content. Then the people go to school, they spend 4 years, they spend 5 years, they get out of school, and this is what you don't need. It frustrates me as an educationist. When I hear there's a skills mismatch in the country, I'm like, can we have a different conversation as to how we got here? Because sometimes the experts are coming for their own vested interest. They come and say the need is this because they are accredited for this. They don't define the need that the country has. So I'm asking you, now that you are our partner, we are going to demand more from you than you thought. And you can bet your dollar we're going to demand excellence. We're talking leadership pipeline and excellence. The second thing that frustrates me that I wish I will not see in our partnership, I have met a lot of engineers that would tell me, we have a problem in this area. They want to start a formation to address that constituency problem. So there'll be one for signal engineering. They want to do their own. Then there's payway, they want to do their own. Then there's pavement, they want to do. I'm like, excuse moi. Can you guys get the act going? Can you work together? Too many women formations, too many professional formations. So I'm glad you are that old as an institution. Because anytime they come to me and the team that is here knows, we're going to direct them back to you. And hopefully you have the capacity for them. Because when they come, we're going to say, no, we're not taking many formations. There is National Society of Black Engineers. Why can't you be a chapter there? Go and be a sub-chapter of whatever specialization that you want so that we can address the issues that we have. But thank you so much. With those, I would like to say, as we embark on this journey, I'm filled with optimism. This collaboration is more than a partnership. It is a commitment to excellence, diversity, and progress in engineering. And I do believe together we will build not just roads and bridges, but we will build pathways of success for the benefit of the Africans that depend on us. Let's leave this country better than the way we found it.